Hey guys, this is Matt Beck from FreeSalonEducation.com. Wow.
Who needs a clapboard? You got Christina.
What? She was on it. It's like pure chaos over there.
Yeah.
And I caused all of it, I think. You can't hear?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nope.
Oh,
Can you hear, Trey?
I can hear.
Can you climb under the table?
Oh, no. Oh, well. I
All
can
right.
suffer through.
All right, we'll work it out.
I have good hearing.
You don't need to hear
Okay.
Nina, right? Okay, so welcome to Splitting Hairs, the Hairdressers Podcast. Again, episode 56.
Yep.
We have a special guest today,
Yeah, we do.
so it's very exciting. We have Nina Kovner from Passion Squared.
Love her.
Is it passionsquared.com or .net?
.net.
Okay, that's what it
I
is.
can hear
You can hear it through everything?
through here.
Through my computer?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm fine, Thad. You just jib it up.
Jibby. Give it a jibby. Okay, so we have Nina Kovner. We're going to talk to her in a little bit. We're with Brian Hare, of
Hi.
course.
Morning.
Drea Boland.
Hello.
Thaddeus Boland is running the jib. Christina, my
Is back.
lovely other half, is back and running. You handled that so well this morning.
She's on it.
Thank God she's here. She calmed me down a little bit. So we have I have a lot of stuff to talk about, including Nina. So
Well, that's good.
Lots of notes, lots of things going on here. We just spent the last 2 days making over the salon. So we have. I don't know if Thad can show anything, but it's kind of hard to see. But he'll move a camera back. But we got new stations.
Yep.
I'm excited about them. I plan on using this step as a stage.
Nice. Brian will figure. So we have new stations, new chairs from Minerva Beauty. We got new shampoo bowls. We completely redid our entire shampoo room.
Like I got it.
New paint, new everything.
Good job on the paint choice. I heard that was you, Christina.
Oh, that's Nina listening to us. Can you mute her mic?
Okay.
I stopped.
That's okay. So.
It's okay. I stopped.
Oh, that's all right. So we have but that's it. So we got new shampoo bowls, new chairs, new stations. Very excited. All the clients were in love, and I got to tell you, I was excited to get them in. But after we started putting them together, me and Thad put them all together. They're really, really nice. Mm-hmm. Like solid everything. I mean, we're going from massive shopping trips to IKEA to now actually buying and getting great furniture. So
Yeah.
Thank you to Minerva for the hookup on that. Loving the stations. I can't wait to work in the salon today and actually use them. We have a spot for the clients to have their own little locker in the station. We can throw our capes in there. We got all of our hot tools in there.
I was thinking last night about the stations, just how much room, how much storage, and how much money we spent and how to make it more functional before.
Right.
So now it's all in one space.
Right.
And I'm thrilled about that. That's
Yeah, I think that's it, especially having a small salon.
Yeah.
And we're always trying to shove things. I mean, we've shoved things everywhere. I can't believe, even coming in today, I thought it was going to be hard to set this up because it was, we have
between
more stuff.
No, go ahead.
But
sorry.
there's so much room in here now.
Oh, yeah.
You
Because
know?
you had to buy the mirror and then the shelf and then the...
Did you say Mira?
She did. I heard that. Your accent came out on that one.
Wait.
You had to get the
How-
mirror.
It was some
Whatever.
coffee.
I'm not talking anymore.
No, please keep going.
No, that
this
was
is
great.
fascinating.
No, that was great. So, but exactly. And I think we're really excited. We were here. Sorry, Christina was here last night putting some stuff together. It's going to be a little bit
No,
more
I
of
wasn't. I put light switches on.
That's stuff.
That stuff.
Yeah.
And then you did the hamper. We got a new hamper.
The hamper.
You wash the mirror.
I hate all of you.
So we're really excited. We got lots of stuff, and I'm gonna do videos to show you guys what we got. The shampoo bowls you literally lay down in.
I know. I walked in. So first when I came in today, I went to go come in the back door where we normally do, and I immediately stopped myself because I said I wanted the experience. So I came around to the front door and I walked in, and I only got kind of it because we had all of this set up. But just to see it all, and I saw the back room, and I was like, oh yeah, all right, everyone else is busy doing stuff, so I just went back and I laid down in the shampoo bowl just to see.
I think that's what everyone has done. You know, everyone has literally just laid down in it just to see what it feels like.
It's literally laying down.
Yeah.
I was like, it was one of those where I went to go sit back. I'm like, oh, still no chair yet. No chair. It's going to be there eventually, right? It's like a trust fall. Going to lay down in it.
And it has like a pillow built into the sink.
Yeah.
So your head is like in the middle of the sink just laying back. It's really awesome. And some of you might already have this type of shampoo bowl. We've just not had one yet.
Well, for me, this is going to be like the first one that I've ever sat in that does not like incredibly hurt me because my occipital bone sticks out so far.
Yeah.
Like every sink I've ever been in, when you like lay all the way back, it presses against the sink and there's a headache. This little in-sink pillow thing, come on, technology. What's up?
Yeah. So follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Now Christina's picking our accents apart.
I know.
I think it's just yours.
So Twitter, subscribe to us, join our community. I launched, and you guys don't even know, freesaloneducation.com. I wanted it to be, not just a community site. It is a community, and that's great. So there's, if you go to freesaloneducation.com, it's very focused on our videos again, and then the community is attached to it. It's really mobile friendly. Check it out on your phone, Brian, if you want to pull it up.
Sure.
Everything looks really good on there. It's a blog again. So I'm really excited for this site to kind of launch. I submitted or put it up last night, so it's now functional, and it works really good. Drea's blog will be on there as well, along with any new video we ever put out will go on to that.
I was just looking, actually, okay. So you must have changed it after I looked at it, because I did look at it last night, and I was like,
oh, okay. Yeah, I did a lot of work to it. So check out freesaloneducation.com. Make sure you join our community so we can stay connected. Oh, yeah. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. Also, we have a Millennium event me and Thad are going to on Monday.
I'm going.
Oh, yeah. Andrea. Sorry.
I'll be there as well.
Yes. But so we're going to go there. We're going to broadcast it live. So it's going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to that. And it's going to be our first experience with actually broadcasting something else live other than the podcast. So you guys will get some education live on our YouTube channel and on our on freesaloneducation.com. You can just go on there and watch the Millennium event. I believe it's from 10:30 to possibly 12:30 or 1:30. I'm not sure.
I love how you're looking at Thad.
Yeah,
Like,
talking to
not
him.
everyone can notice that. when
I'm just
they're
looking off into space. Yeah.
he's daydreaming.
So
Thad's mic doesn't work though.
So you make sure you follow our Facebook page so that you can get the updates on the links. But you can go to freesaloneducation.com at 10:30 on Monday, and you can watch that live event. It's going to be really cool. They're going to talk about business stuff for the holidays for salons. Video contest extended to January 1st. Excited for that. People have been submitting videos. You win $1,000 cash and a brand new pair of $800 scissors from Mizutani. So make sure you get those videos in. Just go to our community page, upload the video on there, and you're in the contest. So we'll pick that January 1st. Do you want to quickly... Let's do feedback from last week real quick. Then we're going to go to Nina. Then we're going to go to questions.
Okay.
Thanks
for hanging out, Nina.
Yeah.
Be right there. Feedback from last week. Oh, I almost said Sarah McLaughlin, but I don't think that's right. I think it's Sarah McLaughlin. She said, will these newer videos ever be on iTunes podcast? Love to listen during my drive. I saw there was a couple things about that.
Yeah.
There hasn't been one.
So
minute.
I haven't been editing because before I would edit the audio, then put it to the video. And now, because we do it live, I haven't been taking the audio off of it, but I can. And I'm going to do that. And actually on our new website, there's a video podcast page and an audio podcast page.
Oh.
So you'll be able to watch or listen to the audio as well. So I can extract it from this file later on. So I'm going to start doing that this week. I'm going to try to pick up the old ones and do it as well. So that will be coming. If you guys like to listen to the audio, I do too. I listen to podcasts, occasionally when I go to the gym, like once every couple weeks.
Our voices inspire you.
Yeah, not
Keep
our
going.
podcast. I listen to podcasts. Yeah, I can't wait to
course
listen to
Brian
Brian in
thinks
the
it's
gym.
about him.
Yeah.
No way, it's Thad. It's hearing Thad's gym talk.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. There was another one about the podcast, but we pretty much hit on that. Julie Greer says, the Lonza Healing Oil is really moving to the top of my favorites list. I applied it to the hair When it was about 90% dry, section by section, I could literally see it smoothing the hair as I worked it through with my hands. Finishing with the dry iron flat iron resulted in hair that was like silk, and everyone loves the scent. Thanks for sharing your thoughts and opinions. That's a cool way to go about trying it. I haven't tried it like that. I've just put it on wet hair before I blow dry. I mean, I still like what it does, but I'd be interested to try that.
Yeah, I like I love that oil. I mean, that's definitely my favorite oil that we've gotten for sure. So if you guys haven't checked out the Lanza heating oil or healing oil, not heating oil, healing oil, then check it out definitely.
We've got Anissa. I love to hear all of your stories of actual clients that you had to transition from one color and style to another. They're very entertaining and helpful at the same time, LOL. Miss Christina this week and hope your son is feeling better, Matt. Oh, Christina's back.
Christina's back. Our son's feeling better, so everything, life is good. Christina's getting sick now. It's like they keep passing it back and forth to each other.
As soon as they start school, it's just what happens.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Morgan Johnson. Wait, right? Okay, yeah. Still feedback. Morgan Johnson. Hey, guys. I just got to watching this episode. Thanks for the shout out of my comment, but reread it. That has to happen sometimes. I said I do know a little bit about current systems here for the boards because I just went through the system not that long ago and, of course, have my opinions on it, but just wanted to hear everyone else's experiences, too. Just throwing this out there, I was really into wanting to be a state board inspector. Still wanting to check into it once I have the experience, but I called the Board of Cosmetology and found out that they aren't even involved with the inspecting of salons. Civil Services is the one in charge, which I thought was odd. In fact, the inspectors that come around can inspect not just barbers and cosmetologists, but also real estate agents, brokers, car salesmen, and others.
That explains a lot.
Which I guess would have made sense because that's the office that you call, right? Or is that like the mail that comes from State Board? Doesn't come from like State Board of Cosmetology. It comes from like the Office of Civil Services or whatever.
Yeah.
So there you go. She just put 2 and 2 together for us.
Cool.
Thanks, Morgan. Lisa Dilliot. I'm sure it's probably pronounced prettier than that. I just opened a salon 8 months ago, so I appreciate the business tips and advice. I always enjoy the podcast every week. Keep up the good work. You guys are awesome. Yeah, there you go.
That's it. Yeah.
Matt, that's your business tips and advice.
Cool. Well, we got more business tips from DemandForce coming up later in the show since we have so much time.
Fabulous. Last one, William Everett. Love the episode, guys. I would love to hear any color correction horror stories and how you went about fixing them. Do you want to hit on a story? Got any that are coming to mind?
No, I mean,
I have lots, but...
Yeah, I mean, you just did one that was good, but it wasn't really a horror story, though. It just took forever.
It was the only reason it was a horror story is because it took me 14 hours to get it something that we were both happy with because I wanted to be very careful and not destroy the hair.
Right.
Because I noticed the big difference between me as a hairdresser now and me as a hairdresser years ago is I used to only be focused on the end result, like what you would see in a picture.
Yeah.
And now I'm so much more focused on the fact that this woman has extremely thick, very long hair. And if I destroy that hair, then she's going to be really pissed for like the next 7 years.
Right.
So to me, I would rather take 3 times longer getting the color exactly right, but making sure that it feels perfect the whole way through.
Yeah, and I think that's like as we are growing within the industry, it's you get smarter in that way. You don't have to get them in and out in that visit and make them happy. The way that you're going to make them happy is keeping the quality of the hair and working through. I mean, we've all damaged the hair in the past, and that's you just learn and grow from it. But what?
I thought of a really quick one that actually was a total complete nightmare.
Okay.
My one girl, she came in. She wanted an ombre. She had really long hair. I actually knew her, thank God. Started doing the ombre. After everything is on, she starts telling me the story because I hadn't seen her in a really long time about how she married this man from India. So she went to India to meet his family. And being Caucasian, having light hair, she stood out and it felt really uncomfortable. So she went to a just random salon and had them dye her hair with black henna. And at that point, I didn't know what that meant because this was many years ago. So after I washed out her ombre, I learned what that means. And she went from her beautiful, like, dark blonde, light brown hair into, like, a robin's egg blue ombre because that's all I could get her black henna hair to lift to.
Right.
And that's when I discovered that black henna is colored with indigo and that you can never, ever get rid of it. So we ended up spending about 3 times longer that day because she was a college professor, just trying to make her hair not blue anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a fun day.
Yeah, it's just so tough, like especially when you don't get the truth from them. That's why it's good to really dig at those questions because well, you don't want to find out after you've bleached them.
Whoops.
Or lightened, I guess.
Well, because the truth is, you're going to find out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I always heard. You don't lie to your hairdresser, you don't lie to your lawyer.
Right.
Done. It's good
That's
advice.
it.
Yeah. That was life advice I got from someone once.
All right, cool. So that's feedback from last week. We're going to get into talking to Nina. Nina's got a lot of really exciting things going on. Chris, did you see that other little tab over there on the second computer that has Nina's picture?
She had her
like
up.
where Trending Tresses is?
All the way to the bottom, right?
Yeah.
So you can pull that up, and you can also pull Nina up, whatever ones you want to do. I just forgot to tell you that.
Go
before
back
we
and
went
forth.
on. Right.
We'll bounce around.
Just in case Nina's video feed isn't working that well or something. All right, so we're going to talk to Nina. Nina's got so many things going on, but PassionSquared.net is a really cool website. A lot of inspiration comes from it. She's also a beauty and wellness coach, I guess. I don't know the exact title of that, but Nina, let's talk. Let's
Hello.
Did we find out what episode Nina was on?
It was 40 episodes ago. She was on 16.
So yeah, that's fantastic, and we had a good time with Nina. So I want to talk about all of your projects that you have coming, and some different things about your website and what's going on with you. So Nina, why don't you just tell everyone kind of what your business is all about and your background real quick, so everyone can get to know who you are if they don't know already, which they should. So.
Totally. I hear lots of scratching stuff.
Whoa.
So, okay, that's better. Oh.
Okay, there we go.
Sounds
Okay. Now we're
awesome.
caught up.
Oh, that sounds so much better. Good morning. Good morning.
Good
Thanks so
morning.
much for inviting me back. Gosh, you guys have created a shitload of awesome since the last time we were together. So congratulations on that. I am the Chief Awesomeness Empowerer at Passion Squared. And what that means is that my job is to help empower the people that I love. And the people that I love work in the beauty and wellness industries, focused around service. So, I spent almost 30 years educating and marketing shampoo. I don't do that anymore. But I do have a pretty extensive background when it comes to understanding creative entrepreneurs and understanding the human side of the business and growing teams, leading teams, growing people, and of course, marketing. So I kind of have taken every second of my life experience and built Passion Squared around that.
Okay, cool. So, we're just. I just want to make sure that you're sounding great. Does it seem pretty good? I mean, I know her mouth's a little bit off on the sound, but
I can't
think
hear.
that's okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Nope.
Can we hear her anymore?
Are you there?
Oh,
I can
there-
hear you
oh.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So great. So I want to talk about you. You did launch a book, right? And how long's that been out?
I did. It'll be wow. It'll be like a year in February.
Okay. All right. And how?
That's
so
exciting.
Tell us about that.
Yeah,
What's
the
it
book's
called?
called Follow Your Heart and Discovering
I think it's the computer. It's like the connection.
Purpose. And I'm working on my second book, which I thought would be out by January, but not quite there yet.
Okay.
But that book's even more personal, and it's called Untitled. And it's a story about my lifelong search for belonging. I know that in working with creative entrepreneurs, whether it's in beauty or wellness, a lot of us feel like we don't belong, and no matter where we go. And I think that's why we stick together, because we feel comfortable with a kind, so to speak. And so I really felt inspired to write my journey of trying to find where I belonged. And it's a pretty deep story. I didn't realize it was going to be so personal and intense. And I think that's why I kind of had to put it down for a minute, because it was kind of emotional, to say the least.
Okay. And so what did you in your new book, what would, or in your past book, what would people get out of it? What would be like the big why would they want to go out and get it? What would they find in it? What would be the message? Yes, thank you.
Well, yes, the message. Like, I think the message is really understanding how to follow your heart. You know,
And so, okay,
kind
so
of a workbook.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
the sound is like I'm having a tough time with the sound. But the beauty. So let's talk about your beauty and wellness coaching. So we talked last night real quick, and we were talking about what you do for salons. You're not just going in there teaching them how to run a salon business. You're more doing some personal development. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't tell anyone how to run anything. So,
right.
So that's first and foremost. Because, you know, that's not helpful, and I don't think it's very empowering. Really, my whole purpose on this earth is to help the people that I work with find what? fish, whatever that fish thing is. You know, it's like, I believe in helping people take off on their own. I don't want to do it for that's, you know, anyways. So the way that I work is I really work what we were talking about last night, Matt, is I work from the inside out, you know, and really first and foremost identifying kind of, you know, core beliefs that we have about ourselves as humans, you know, and really understanding what we need to develop within ourselves to become awesome business owners or brand creators or whatever it is that we're trying to do. And so what I find is that more often than not, I'm working more on stuff that has to do with esteem and stuff that has to do with confidence and stuff that has to do with consistency, you know, and focus, because we are very much an ADD community, including me. And so I've had to work really, really hard to learn how to execute anything, you know, and what I find in the creative communities is that we're so great at ideas and so not awesome when it comes to execution and sticking with something. We just have an idea, and then we have an idea, and we have an idea. But that doesn't get us any further. What ends up happening is we just spin. We spin and we spin. And I really want to help people learn how to stop the spinning side of stuff, because that's really ultimately, to me, the most empowering thing is when we identify the issues that we have and where we're self-sabotaging. And then we can create awesome in our business or be a great leader or manager or whatever. So I really believe that the two are very connected. And I myself have done a tremendous amount of work on my insides. And so I would not be sharing all my gifts if I did not share how I do that every day. And and I do talk about my blog pretty often. My therapist said that I'm qualified because she knows how much work I do every day. And so that's what we were also talking about tonight is I was developing my new group coaching program that's coming out next year, A School, which is awesome school for creative entrepreneurs.
It's going to come. I don't know.
I don't know if she can hear us during this.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No, we lost her.
Oh, no. Like, actually?
It says connecting.
That's pretty awesome.
I think it's awesome that
It sounds like she's like trying to calm.
Hi.
Hi.
There she
Welcome
is.
back.
There we go.
Thank you. So anyway, you know, I believe that the more that I pay attention and observe and listen, which I do, every day, I believe that I can really help through the work that I'm doing at Passion Squared. And that's why I'm here, to help the people I love.
That's so awesome. And that's one of the things I've always liked about you. And it's anytime you're around you're always glowing and happy. And so I think that that's what we need to strive for every day.
Oh, yeah. I think that's awesome. I guess this is probably the first time that I've gotten a much more thorough explanation of what that goal is. And just from the educating that I've done, I think I can see where there's such a need for that. Like I'll go to salons and I'll meet not only, salon owners, but also stylists that, you can show them anything you want, but without that confidence that they can do it or they can learn or they can be better. I mean, I can show you 100 times over how to do, a highlight.
Right.
But, it's good to know that on the other side of it, there's someone looking out for, the inside, the confidence builder that, educating alone doesn't quite do.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right. And, I work with one-on-one, with owners and entrepreneurs every day. And I'm telling you, there's very successful people that still are completely paralyzed by having to have a really courageous conversation with a team member or with staff, with a client. That anxiety, I remember on the last time we were together, on the last episode that we were together, we talked about anxiety. I'm convinced that a lot of this anxiety is coming from that unrest, internal unrest, and that fear. And so, courage is a bitch, and fear is real. All that stuff exists. But, there's ways to deal with it, ways to get better. And I just, again, my own personal struggles have just really inspired me to help people with what I believe, is incredibly liberating and freeing once we get that confidence to do awesome shit,
Yeah.
Are we us on this?
Yeah. Lost it.
Oh.
No.
I think we're still good.
We got her.
I can hear.
She's not going anywhere.
Okay. And then so real quick, two more things. So you did talk about your A school, the 8-week program, which is going to be awesome. And you're launching that, you said in February, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're going to launch a new website next year you're talking about, right? I know that's not...
Oh, yeah. The new web should be up in December. It's a huge project. And as we were talking last time, I know my skill set. And I always talk about either acquire the knowledge or hire the knowledge.
Right. Well, and we were talking last night about, just about hiring people to do things that that's their craft. That's what they do.
You've taught me that.
Right. So, and that's one of those things where we have, when you're first starting out in your business, you try to do everything yourself because you can't afford to always hire out people. But, sometimes it's just easier. Like we had somebody come in and paint the wash house this weekend and install the sinks. Thank God, because it would have been a nightmare. I mean, even me and Thad putting together these stations, it was easy because they come in only 4 pieces, but it was not,
right.
You could have brought somebody in.
I passed that along to my mom when I was on vacation. I was like, if I've learned anything from Matt, it's that sometimes you just need to let someone do the job when it's their job to do.
Right. So, so Nina's got so many cool things, and I wish our connection would have been better. I definitely will fix this in the future. This is going to stress me out all week because the sound. Hello. The sound has got to be better, obviously, but this is, I think we're getting a good message from Nina, of course, and at least we're hearing what she's saying. So, Nina, thank you so much for coming on here. Is there anything else? How can people find you and follow you and all of that?
Yes. Well, you can subscribe to my newsletter called The Weekly Dose of Awesome, and you can go to passionsquared.net and subscribe. I send my blog out every Monday morning with an extra, wrapped in a lot of extra love and messaging within the newsletter. So I talk personal, I talk business. And so that's really awesome if you're looking for that, if you're into that. If not, I spend my time on Instagram at Passion Squared, which I love, but I am on Facebook, Passion Squared. I'm on YouTube, but I haven't thrown anything up on YouTube in so long, but I will be next year.
You do have videos on there, though.
That's
so.
Passion Squared TV. And I'm on Twitter. And on there. I do, but they're kind of old, and you know, in my world, that it's like, you know, I could have done something on Facebook and it's 5 minutes later.
Right.
So
yeah.
But there will be a lot more video content to come
awesome.
next year with my new website and that type of thing. So you guys, I love you so much. And Matt, I know I say it every time we talk, but I am so proud of you.
Thank you, Nina. Thank you very much. I'm glad that
just will always hold such a special place. I'll never forget the first time I met you. We're just a beauty school kids.
Well, thank you so much, Nina, and I really appreciate all the support and everything. And we'll definitely connect again. And thanks for coming on here in short notice. So have a great day.
Have an awesome day.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
All right, Nina. We'll
Bye,
see
Nina.
you. See you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa, and then
And there
she's
she
done.
goes. So
The equivalent of slamming the phone down.
I just want to apologize to everyone for the sound, but I think it was a great message, and it's always great talking to Nina. And if you guys get a chance, go to passionsquare.net and please follow her blog and her newsletter, because it's got a lot of really great inspirational information in it. So let's get into real quick. We'll do a couple questions from social media. Do you want to do, Brian?
Okay.
And then we have a couple other things we got to do as well. So
All right. So let's see. Andrew Chewy on the formulation video said, "This is great, but no one ever gives scenarios." I thought we did. I think that might have been more of like an instructional, non-scenario giving video, because on here we give scenarios and examples and tell stories, but change names to protect people's identities.
right. Yeah, I think we definitely do try to do as many scenarios as possible. Some people that watch the videos don't see everything, so but I thought that's something that maybe we can get into. Create videos with scenarios might be kind of cool. So
Yeah.
all right.
Catalina Mitchell asked on the Fantasy Color video that Matt and I just worked together on, said, "How did you keep the colors from bleeding into each other during the shampoo?" For starters, it was a mannequin, so it's much easier to get away with, but it honestly does work. Ice cold water on that first rinse, like really, really saturated, start at the ends, and then just do a like really high pressure, fast rinse with as cold a water as you can, will cut down on the bleeding considerably. Even after you're shampooing and everything, make it a really quick shampoo. Don't scrub too hard, because eventually it is going to bleed. And you want to at least present one really good final project or product before it does bleed. And then try not to use too hot of water when you wash it or rinse it out, because all of those things are what's going to swell up the cuticle and allow more of the color molecules to fade out.
Exactly.
So,
the cuticle, and allow color to deposit and stain as it's coming through.
right. William Everett, our buddy. I love the color on the video, the Fantasy Color and Undercut video. Love the collaboration and the work to put this together. Love the Fantasy Color and how you mixed both together. I misread that. To blend the colors. The cut was fantastic, and it was awesome to see another razor cut with disconnection. Great work, guys. Matt, how much undercutting do you do in the salon, and how do you go about telling guests why they need it?
I do undercutting occasionally. It's not something I do a lot, but usually if I'm gonna do it on somebody, like Christina has the undercut and her haircut, you know, and it's one of those things where it's such a benefit for her, and at the length that her hair is, it doesn't affect her at all. So, and Chris, you can talk about how in styling your hair, does it really affect the way that it is having that undercut, that disconnection?
No, I love it.
Okay.
It takes so much hair away. I have so much hair.
Yeah.
So
we took
it
half
takes
her
so
hair
much-
away.
Yeah. And then I don't even have to, like, either when I'm smoothing it or curling it, it's like less hair to even have to work with. And it makes like the top, you know, the top part of my hair. I don't know if you could see it, but like it just lays a lot smaller, I guess. And
It actually tucks under a little bit, which
Yeah.
is crazy.
and
Right.
it looks It just looks so much better, especially for when you want the short, the short hair.
Yeah, and the
Because
benefits.
I have a lot of hair, it'll just fluff out.
Yeah, the benefits outweigh the fact that when you pull your hair up, you might have a little bit of short hair in the back. But
Right.
other than that, I mean, and that doesn't even matter. You can't even tell really, and no one cares about that stuff anymore, really.
Right.
I mean, if you're wearing your hair back in a pony, I guess if you're in like the workplace and you like want a classic look with a ponytail, I could see why you might be a little.
Yeah.
Just do a low
know.
pony.
But
Kinda get away with it.
yeah, I guess, but it does get pretty short. I mean, depending on how much you're cutting, So, but other than that, yeah, it's.
I would say base it on your client that you have in the chair, and don't do an undercut on somebody that's in, that can't pull it off.
Right.
And
Yeah,
just-
if they definitely want that back in a pony, then don't do it.
yeah,
That went at all.
exactly.
The question goes on. Brian, I've seen this type of melting by other stylists, and they've used dry brushes to feather the colors together. How would this affect it? Really, that's just going to come down to the consistency of the product you're working with. I was working with Paul Mitchell's Inkworks, and I mean, I could glob as much as I want on that end, but having that little bit on each corner of the brush like I did just made it a little bit easier for me to make sure that there was enough product to saturate all the way through. If you're working with something that has a consistency where a dry brush will spread it just fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to end up doing it the same way that I did, just with a dry brush. So yeah, just be smart about the consistency of the product that you're using.
Okay.
He then went on with Tom Harris's video to ask if, Matt, you had a heart attack when the light fell through the paper.
So I haven't talked to Tom yet. He called me last night. I was already in bed pretty much. And then he called me this morning, but he's like, oh, that blooper at the end of the video. And I'm like, yes, I had a heart attack when it fell. But then I realized I was hoping it didn't break entirely through the backdrop. The backdrop caught it and it just ripped that. So thank God, because those lights are like a car. So not really a car, like the cheap car. Like a
My car.
Like a, yeah.
Aww.
They are? Your car's nice. Are they really?
No, not like
No, Christina.
Brian's car.
I haven't
Like-
been looking at the bank
Remember-
account.
She's like, what?
Wait, remember when you met me, the car that I had?
Yeah.
It's like that car.
I remember that.
Yeah,
car.
like a 94 cat. Like a
She's like, oh, okay, you can get another couple lights then. That's fine.
like a 94 Cavalier. All right, let's move on.
All right, and then the last one, Crazy Janie asked, can you do this technique if you have roots that need to be done? Talking about the full balayage video that I did. And actually, yes, I swear to God, we're going to finish these 14 steps.
Yeah.
I mean, I teased the hell out of you with the cutting ones way back in the day, but now I understand, like, things just get crazy.
Yeah.
Like, we're at steps now where I don't want to do it on a mannequin. I want to actually do it on a client that we're needing this to be done.
Right.
But as luck would have it, they seem to only come in when you're not here.
Yeah.
Or it's like a Sunday and it's pumpkin picking with Hayden or something, and I'm not going to be like, hi, come in and film me doing someone's roots instead of doing family stuff.
Right.
But it will eventually come together perfectly, and we'll be able to finish the videos because the next step is doing a root retouch on balayage. So I promise it's coming one day.
Okay.
And I think that pretty much, there's a question here, but I think time-wise we need to hit on it maybe next week.
Yeah, we'll get
But just telling
into
your journey.
by Thad's face. I'm guessing Drea's camera is not.
The battery's flash.
Oh.
Oh, but we're good though.
We're rolling. It's just the battery light's flash.
Well, then we
Oh.
better hurry up and get those trending tresses.
All right, let's
It's
do it.
low. Does
Okay.
that matter? Yeah, it's like low.
Okay.
Low.
Do you want Thad? You could pop another battery in it.
What
There's
is
batteries
wrong
right
with
there.
us?
And I'll do the business tip real quick from DemandForce. So DemandForce sent me this information. I love that they do this. Check out DemandForce.com/free salon. Christina grabbed AA batteries.
Well, there's a whole package right next to me. I thought it was because you were prepared for the battery.
No, I mean, there's other things that take that. Okay, so
Cameras don't take AA's anymore. And I'm running the show.
Fantastic.
All right, so demandforce.com/free salon education. Go on there to check out. They'll give you a free little walkthrough of it. So they said a study by Pew Research found that 84. I don't know. Can you name it something else?
Pew.
Found that 84% of Americans under the age of 50 use social media sites.
Phew.
Come on now.
Hey, this is Brian from Phew. I want to ask you some questions.
How do you spell that?
P-E-W. Right? Pew.
I'd like to ask your opinion.
Okay, so, but that's a big number. 84% of Americans under 50 years old use social media, which isn't surprising at all.
Nope.
So it's the best way to communicate with your guests. Because your day-to-day duties can often bog you down, it's a lot easier to simply post a generic message on Facebook or Twitter versus really trying to drive growth through those sites with new content. Keeping clients engaged with your salon between visits is an easy way to ensure that they remember you when it's time for them to book their next appointment. So the great thing about DemandForce is they do hook up to your Facebook, and I think that's what they're really talking about here. And they can post really for you. So they said not everyone is a social media superstar, but with DemandForce line of social components, it's much easier to be successful. So if you want to, Timely by DemandForce automatically optimizes the best time to post your updates based on your followers. So
That's smart.
which is really cool. So they can really assess when people are actually looking at messages that are following.
And we've talked about that. Like,
Yep.
we've noticed that it'll be so random. Like, a Monday evening post will do 10 times better than a
Yeah.
Friday morning post.
And a
But
lot of people don't look at that. They're just like, you know what? I'm going to post this right now because I'm thinking about it. But you should schedule the times that your posts go out.
if you really want it to be seen and
Yeah.
noticed. And
Yep. And
I like that.
DemandForce Facebook application allows clients to request appointments right through your Facebook page, which is really awesome. And reviews from clients are automatically uploaded to your Facebook as well. So DemandForce does so many different things for your business. I mean, we've obviously seen a lot of great things come from having it. So it's probably one of the best monthly charges I get on, in the salon because of the fact that it's brought back. I just saw a client that we haven't seen in 6 years come
Wow.
back from getting an email saying we missed them. So it's like,
awesome.
It's just people, it's all about an email, and DemandForce does it. We didn't even send that email out. We didn't even have to think about it. So it's really cool. So thank you, DemandForce. Check out demandforce.com/free salon education. Trending dresses.
All right. So first off, on Trending Tresses this week, we have
Bum,
Oh.
ba, bum.
we have a lot of new style changes from the from the CMAs
Jeez.
this week. So Lucy Hale from Pretty Little Liars. She also has an album. I didn't know that, but she just took out her extensions and chopped off several inches of her hair.
Her hair looks good. She looks like Katie Holmes.
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, so this is more of the collarbone length chop versus the shorter one, but still fun.
Cool.
I like it.
She's pretty.
She is. I like her a lot. Then we have Lily Allen, who is changing up her color again with a nice little choppy.
I love her.
I know, she's so much fun.
Sorry.
Hope the door's
I
locked.
love it.
Oh, geez.
Nice little
It is.
choppy strawberry blonde color in this photo. But
I
that-
want her color.
You
Rose
do?
gold.
Yeah, I
Roots
like
to ends, or
it.
can we just do like a few pieces?
Christina likes that.
Not a few pieces. That's so 90s or something.
It's so
early
funny 'cause Christina's like, she rides that fine line of like, she doesn't really like the coppery warmth, but then there's like, this is like the perfect color. And I just got to figure out what that is. It's only been 10 years. I just haven't figured it out yet. It's going to happen.
We'll get
Because
there.
that's like a shade, this color, the shade, girls with dark eyebrows and eyes can pull it off.
Yeah.
There's a weird color in between that you just look too bronze, goldy, or like at least me and my color.
this
Right.
is like almost like champagne-y, like
Yeah, pinky gold.
yeah,
It's like,
It's like my hair.
Okay.
We're going to name it bubbly.
bubbly. All right. So
All
that's
Can we get
super
that
fun.
shirt?
All right. What else we got?
Then we have Faith Hill has chopped off all of her hair, so she has a nice little longer pixie. I think it's fun. I like that styled away from her face and off to the side.
Yeah.
Because I feel like so many people when they do the shorter pixie looks, that they are push it forward and into their face, but I like this one.
Cool.
Yeah, that looks pretty.
See,
Her makeup's too severe though.
honestly,
Yeah.
I
Kinda
think
makes
that
you look
looks a
older.
little too old lady of a haircut.
Well,
I mean, like, she's such a beautiful woman.
she is getting older though.
She is,
You know? I don't think
but
it's an old lady
she has a
haircut.
styling team that can keep her from looking like an old lady with longer hair.
I think it's that part. Like the swoop. Oh, you can't see my fingers. That swoop.
She's
like,
pointing
the
to the
severe.
screen. She's like, this right here. We need to get her like the
Yeah.
John Madden pen.
I
Yeah.
think the
So she can-
styling, but it does look pretty on her. It looks like she's at.
It doesn't
like
look
an
bad. I just think it
elegant
looks
event or
a tad
something.
matronly
Yeah.
is all.
I don't
Okay.
know about that eye makeup though on her eyes.
All right.
So maybe we'll switch out the makeup.
Okay, who
And-
we going to next?
Ariana Grande. So she was at the CMAs and she no longer has her giant ponytail.
She's so cute. I love that giant ponytail.
She looks like she has as much hair as you, Christina.
But
I think she does.
She has more probably. I think.
Well, I
but
mean,
yeah, so
longer,
apparently
but-
the giant ponytail is no more. So she finally moved on to another look. I thought it was kind of
Down.
Down.
She's so cute.
I mean, it's not like it's a huge style change for her because she's been
It looks like
That
she did
pony,
it herself.
yeah, that
Yeah,
ponytail has
and
been
she-
like, yeah.
and she's been harassed about that ponytail.
I love the half up, half down ponytail. It takes me back to when I was like 12.
Isn't she
Hip
12?
hop music, and no, she's like 22 or 21 or something. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
crazy.
then get a flat iron. Come on.
I don't really like her hair in this picture, but she's cute.
Oh,
All right.
neither.
And then we have Amanda Bynes who went lavender.
Love her.
Oh wait, that's
Brian follows her religiously on
I
Twitter.
don't mean to.
He
I
gets the
get
Twitter
He gets
notifications.
alerts. Yeah.
I get
He gets
alerts,
the
and I
alerts.
saw one because normally I'm just like, whatever. But I saw one that was,
Maybe we don't have her on there for some reason.
oh,
yeah, you don't. Sorry,
sad
Sorry.
sauce.
It's a lavender.
that is not
It's
Amanda.
a-
Bynes.
I'm looking at it.
All
Yeah.
right. Then we'll
Oh,
go to
wait,
this
here.
one.
Hold on.
Here, look
Um,
at my huge screen.
Oh, yeah.
Sad. Amanda Bynes perps.
There we go.
All right, and then the last one, which is Kim Kardashian with bleached out eyebrows, which Matt actually pointed out.
Yeah, I don't even know
That's
how
makeup,
I saw this.
Right?
No, she bleached them out for a photo shoot, but it also had to coincide. It was all the photos are from her sister's birthday party. I think it was Kendall's birthday party.
She
Okay.
looks like Maleficent.
But I would just like to point in case that bleached out eyebrows are never a good idea.
Yeah.
I
I would like
agree
to
with that.
confirm, please.
I would like.
Do you want rose gold eyebrows,
Okay.
Christina?
I
Please.
still-
No. Didn't you hear what I said? You can have dark eyebrows with rose gold hair.
Pay attention, Brian.
Okay, cool. So we got to spin the wheel.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
So
wheel
let's-
time.
Yeah, let's quickly. So we have on the wheel sponsors are Millennium Systems International, 3 months free of Mevo, which was won by Michelle last week. I think it was last week. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. And then we have YS Park Combs, $100 off scissors from shopfse.com, which is our store. Also, I forgot to mention the 20% off for any purchase over $400 using the code Splitting Hairs or FSE ends Sunday night at midnight. So
Ooh.
if you guys want to use that code, it's going to be over with.
Get on it.
So, and then we have a Bali box, and I think that's it.
All right.
All right. So our winner is Derek DeRiso.
All right, Derek. Good spin, Drea. What do we got?
Thanks.
Bali box.
Bali box. Drea's on fire.
I know.
I gave out all those free T-shirts. So,
I
you
know. All right, so Bali box, Derek, you get a Bali box.
Which is awesome. It's gonna
Contact
change your
me,
life.
Matt at freesaloneducation.com, and give me your address, and we'll get you out the Bali box from Sunlight's Balayage.
Love it.
Also, we have Brian's class coming up Monday, so I'm excited for that. We got to put together a list today.
Super stoked.
I
I thought we already did.
no, you never sent it to me.
I didn't have to send anything. We had a discussion. There's only one thing I needed.
Okay, we'll talk about it later. So, to do an entire hands-on class, he needs one thing. So there's what else was I going to say? And then the Millennium event Monday.
Yeah.
Make sure that you check us out on freesaloneducation.com live at 10:30. I can't wait for that to happen. That's East Coast time. And then also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Free Salon Education, and also follow Brian.
Hairstyle.
Dre Day 2289.
Christina is at _Steeny. And also, Thad is at Thad Bolanized. So, I hope you guys enjoy this show. I loved having Nina on again. Hopefully,
I love her.
You know, we're gonna get the sound worked out. I need to be able to bring in a phone line so that the sound is always good. So we'll figure that out. But thank you to all the sponsors: DemandForce, Millennium, Lanza, also Minerva. Can't wait to check out and try out this stuff right now.
Yeah.
And so thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next week right here on Splitting Hairs Live. And